Hey, what's up? Hey, Flat Earth Subgenius here. It's been a while. I'm figuring out where I'm going next. I have an awesome idea for a video series here, a little new series here. Since I'm not putting out too much content because I don't get much privacy, I'm going to put out a quick video. I'm going to do a new series, tribute series. This is the first episode. This will be dedicated to comedian Mitch Hedberg, master of the one-liners. So this tribute series is just going to be about forgotten legends. People who don't get enough credit, people who die too young, people that I grew up loving. And Mitch Hedberg was one of the comedians. I saw his last show before he died of a drug overdose. He was in Buffalo, and then he died about less than a month later, or about a month later. I'll put his video in the description box. If you're a Mitch Hedberg fan, I bet you haven't seen that show, and I found it on YouTube. I'll put it in the description box. Quick little story: Stephen Lynch, who's an American musician comedian, he was going to be the closing act, the headliner of the show. And Mitch Hedberg was opening up for Stephen Lynch, but Stephen Lynch didn't end up showing up, so Mitch Hedberg got on the stage and basically was on there for like an hour. He was practicing jokes he's never done before, and doing his main set. So today would be Mitch Hedberg's 50th birthday. So as a comedy fan, of somebody who's done stand-up comedy in the past, now I'm currently an anti-comedian, or the dreaded meta-comedian that stand-up comedians hate. But it would have been Mitch Hedberg's 50th birthday today, so I'll sing a quick Mitch Hedberg song dedicated to people that owe me money, and it's just a fun song that I love. And I'll butcher some Mitch Hedberg jokes for you real quick, just for fun. And yeah, make sure you check out my other videos. I'm gonna have more videos. Both my YouTube channels, their live streaming capabilities have been taken away. My Facebook has been down for a month. So yeah, fuck it. Stephen Lynch. This song is called Hey Bitch. It's a classic. Had to see you one last time. There's something on my mind. How do I say what needs to be said? The words are hard to find. How about, bitch, give me my money? I want my money and I want it fast. Hey, bitch, give me my money, else I'm about to take it out your ass. A true classic. Alright, so I'll sing some, I'll read off some Mitch Hedberg jokes for you. Let's see here. I like to take a toothpick and throw it in the forest and say, "You're home!" I don't have a girlfriend. I just know a girl who would get really mad if she heard me say that. If I had if I had 9 fingers missing, I wouldn't type any slower. I find that a duck's opinion of me is very much influenced by whether or not I have bread. The thing that's depressing about tennis is no matter how good I get, a wall will always be better. I'll never be as good as a wall. I have a vest. If my arms got cut off, it would be a jacket. I did comedy for a fundraiser because I have a big heart. We were trying to raise money for one of those machines that shows how much money has been raised. When it comes to racism, people say, I don't care if someone is white, black, purple, or green. Hold on now, purple or green? You've got to draw the line somewhere. To hell with purple people. I like rice. Rice is great when you're hungry and you want 2,000 of something. I'm against picketing, but I don't know how to show it. I want to hang a map of the world in my house. Then I'm going to put pins into all the locations that I've traveled to. But first I'm going to have to travel to the top 2 corners of the map so it won't fall down. I bought a donut and they gave me a receipt for the donut. I don't need a receipt for a donut. I'll just give you the money and you give me the donut. End of transaction. We don't need to bring ink and paper into this. I can't imagine a scenario where I would have to prove that I bought a donut. Like some skeptical friend. Don't even act like I didn't get that donut. I got the documentation right here. Wow, I am fucking butchering his jokes. I'm sorry to the Mitch Hedberg fans. This is what happens when I wake up early and I have my morning coffee. I got to act with Peter Frampton in a movie. We had to smoke pot for a scene, but it was fake pot. Do not buy pot on a movie set. But I got to smoke fake pot with Peter Frampton. That's a cool story. It's as cool as smoking real pot with a guy who looks like Peter Frampton. I've done that way more. As a comedian living in Hollywood, everyone wants me to do things besides comedy. Can you act? Write us a script. They want me to do things related to comedy, but not comedy. It's as though I was a cook, and I worked my ass off to become a really good cook. And they said, okay, you're a cook. Can you farm? Dr. Scholl makes foot products, and he's a doctor. So he went to school a long time. But it doesn't take a lot to figure out that stepping on a cushion would be more comfortable. That guy wasted lots of time at school. Because I would have bought that shit from a Mr. Scholl. Good God. I am butchering these jokes. I'm honestly embarrassed for you watching me. If you are. I doubt that this video will reach over 100 views. When someone on the street tries to hand me a flyer, it's like they're saying, here, you throw this away. I used to do drugs. I still do. But I used to too. I'm sick of following my dreams. I'm just going to ask them where they're going and catch up with them later. My computer is frozen at the moment. So I might have to stop this video prematurely. When I was on acid, I would see things like beams of light, and I would hear sounds that sounded an awful lot like car horns. Dogs are forever in the push-up position. I think Bigfoot is blurry. That's the problem. It's not the photographer's fault. But yeah, Steven Hedberg, Jesus. Mitch Hedberg is awesome. One of the greatest underrated comedians of all time, easily. Alcoholism is a disease, but it's the only disease you can get yelled at for having. Damn it, Otto, you're an alcoholic. Damn it, Otto, you have lupus. One of those two just doesn't sound right. Lupus. Wearing a turtleneck is like being strangled by a really weak guy all day. I was gonna get my teeth whitened, but then I said, fuck it, I'll just get a tan. A burrito is a sleeping bag for ground beef. I hate sandwiches at New York delis. There's too much fucking meat on the sandwich. It's like a cow with a cracker on either side. What would you like, sir? A pastrami sandwich? Anything else? Yeah, a loaf of bread and some other people. I like to drink red wine, this girl said. Doesn't it give you a headache? Yeah, eventually, but the first and the middle part are amazing. I like refried beans. That's why I want to try fried beans. 'Cause maybe they're just as good, and we're wasting time. When you go to a restaurant and it's busy, they start a waiting list. They call out names. They say, Dufresne, party of 2. Dufresne, party of 2. And if no one answers, they'll say their name. Dufresne, party of 2. Dufresne, party of 2. But then if no one answers, they just go right on to the next name. Bush, party of 3. Yeah, but what happened to the Dufresnes? No one seems to give a shit. Who can eat at a time like this? People are missing. What about the Dufresnes? Yeah, Mitch Hedberg is a legend. I once caught a frog, and I put it in a jar to recreate its natural environment. Sorry. I once caught a frog. I put it in a jar with a twig in it, in a leaf, to recreate its natural environment. Yeah, go look up Mitch Hedberg. I just wanted to have some fun with this video. Yeah, comment your favorite Mitch Hedberg jokes in the comments section. And tell me if you ever seen Mitch Hedberg live or Stephen Lynch, or tell me your awesome comedy stories, or tell me what who your favorite comedians are, living or dead. And this was the first episode, Flat Earth Subgenius, of a tribute series to Mitch Hedberg. The next will probably be Frank C. Jackson, forgotten Buffalo legend. But yeah, that's all I wanted to do. Thanks for listening. Have a wonderful week.